Alright, how's it going, everybody? This is take two because I completely forgot to unmute my mic earlier because I was doing some recording of things. Actually, what was I recording that required me to have my mic muted? Hmm. Now I'm slightly concerned that episode 0 of my 100% run might not have audio. That's a post-production me problem. We're gonna find out. Uh, that's a later today me problem when I start editing that video. Anyway, I guess we'll use that time while I build this. So, I've been working on starting the 100% run for Factorio in things. And part of that is making sure that we have enough footage for while I'm gone, and because I'm going to be on a trip here in a little while, so I need to make sure that I have enough stuff and things recorded for that trip, because I will not be able to record while I'm not home, which is a bit unfortunate. Doesn't mean I won't be able to make progress. I'll still be able to play Factorio. Satisfactory is going to just get completely put on the back burner, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks, because I would like to play Satisfactory while I'm gone to also make progress there, but I just can't run it on my laptop that I'm taking with me. But that, I think, is fine. We will make do with what we have, as we always do. So, in the meantime, though, we're going ahead and throwing down reactor and things. We have a blueprint, this thing, which is what I've been using in my multiplayer world. However, I had to redo part of it, I remember. But I can't remember which part I needed to redo. Oh. Man, we'll figure it out. We'll fix it together on. Oh yeah, and then we need pipe. Oh, we also don't have enough of these? That is wild. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? Let's also just go ahead. Hold up. Do we have regular? No, we don't. So let's just do from... That is the only annoying thing with, whatchamacallit? Quality is not being able to have... Like, I have to go through now, upgrade these so that it just works. Which isn't necessarily the previous case. And then these are running on things I don't have down here yet. Inserter. Okay, well, I don't have inserters. I have these. Okay, that's all hooked up. And then I also don't have accumulators. Like, there's a lot of little things that it's like, I don't have that, so I don't really know what to do. I go ahead and chuck in logistics robots into these. And then let's go ahead and just so we have a inventory for robots to do things in. They can. Let's see. Well, at least I can see what we need on Gleba. We need 21 more of those. We need tons of things. I don't know if we have any of that on board the Enterprise. Let's go ahead and drop a bunch of belt. One set of those. One set of those. All the pipe in the world. Followed by all the pumps in the world. Followed by all those that we have. Followed by... It's actually basically everything that we might need. Okay, so let's go ahead. I want not the mining drills. I want the not the mining drills. The assemblers. I don't need the uranium. Pipe, underground. This pumps. Do my bitting robots. As long. It looks like the way this is designed, we shouldn't have to worry about steam not getting to some of these end things. Although we don't have, I think, enough boilers, even if we wanted to for this. Which is a wee bit unfortunate. Okay. And then... And what's this one? Active provider? Yeah. Well, I at least have a requester chest. Good. And then, same idea. We are going from... Is it just regular transport belt? I think it is. So let's do green. Yellow. This. Like, I get why it's designed like this, because you don't really need turbo. Like, you don't need throughput at all, but it's more of just... It's what I have. I suppose we don't have any construction robots here. Let me throw a stack of mine in here just so that there are some construction robots. So when we do throw stuff down, it can just happen. Yeah. So they're going to go through. There we go. This guy should now request uranium. It does. Okay, we still need some other stuff, it looks like. What else are we missing? We are missing some combinators. Yeah, we are going to need some of those things that we don't have. So tell you what. I'm going to send the Enterprise back, I think. Let me just grab another 2 sets of belts. By 2 sets, I mean quite a few more sets. We should be good. Just deploy some of these items, just so we have them. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that gives us a little bit of everything. I'm going to send this guy back to Novice to go pick up those missing components. Or no, it needs to go to Flagora. And then we need, let's see. We need 21 more of these. Port from... We need 14 solar panel Mark IIIs. And then 12 more. Like, this is gonna be overkill, by the way, for power for here for probably a while, if in all honesty, maybe the whole playthrough. Alright, and then we need some heat pipe, which is about here. We should also be able to send... No. That. And then I don't think we're making walls there, so we're gonna have to make walls either here or something. It's so weird playing this save after having just played on the other world. Okay, so we need to get some stuff. We need copper and iron things, which we'll grab here in a moment. In the meantime... Let's go ahead and place down a few mining drills. Yeah. And then... I actually don't know how well power is going to handle this. I'm guessing not great. We're gonna find out. That number is going down real quick. I can't remember if days are shorter on this planet or longer. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Alright. And then... that should be everything there. The really nice thing is you don't really produce any pollution. Like, we have no pollution right now. Because everything we're doing is basically clean. And even these things... do they even normally produce pollution? Yeah, they do. 40 a minute. Which is absolutely terrible. However, look. On this planet, that pollution doesn't matter. Your normal standard pollution just doesn't matter. Plus, so far what we're doing is actually really clean energy. Solar, this. We're mining rocks. I'm gonna want landfill. Oh, you know what? Fagora, are you producing... you are. Are these better than plus 32? They are better than the speed 2s, because we don't have speed 3s being produced yet. Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna just say let's get those. If we have 500, I'll take 500. I don't think we have 500. Did I not just look at a chest that has a bunch in it? 252. Is that not what I just requested? What did I request? Oh, the 2s. We need the 1s. Well, I know we have 252, so let me just request all 250. And go from there. I think that will be good. Sweet. And then let's do request your chest. And then passive provider. Because we are going to need landfill in copious amounts soon. Yeah, power is going to just not work for a minute. In the meantime, let's go ahead. Oh, you know, we don't have... do we have radars? I distinctly... oh, yo. I was going to say, I distinctly don't remember actually grabbing any radars. Oh yeah, that at least gives us something. In the meantime, on that front, let's go ahead and head out here. That noise will never not be ingrained in my head. Dun dun dun. So now we get to be introduced into one of the many wonderful mechanics of Gleba. So you get bacteria that slowly decays. Notice it has a freshness modifier. It slowly decays into iron ore and copper ore. So the copper bacteria into copper, and obviously the iron into iron, which is great to a degree. Most all items on this planet will eventually decay down into spoilage. The bacteria are kind of the one exception, which I don't really like that it says spoil time. Like, I mean, I guess it's spoiling into the ore, so to speak, but I don't know. It's fine. It's not the end of the world, but basically these turn into that, and everything else mostly all turns into spoilage. Spoilage is kind of the floor for... it's basically useless. It's basically waste. It can be used as a fuel, so that, I guess, is good, but that's about it. That's about where its usefulness ends. Now let's head back to Gleba. And it's... yeah, it's just not useful at all. On the star chart, how close? Is it just a direct route? Oh, it is. Okay, well, that's really handy, actually, that I can just go to and fro. So now we have things. So let's actually go ahead and cancel these researches for a moment. So we have Jelly Nuts and Yam Cove. So Jelly Nuts and Yam Cove are some fruit that we can get. Notice one of them is kind of like irony and the other one's kind of coppery. So if we look here, they're basically two different fruits that we're going to need in order to make artificial soil and biochambers. Artificial soil, it appears as special soil. So the furthest that we got on Gleba is we did get through most of the research. Like, we were able to make the science packs, but there's still quite a lot that I'm, like, still learning. Okay. Well, how do I get these? Do I just need them? Yeah, we just need to have Yamco and jelly nuts in our inventory. Well, let's see if we can find any. Oh. There's some on my screen. Are they these? Yep. So notice, we just got some jelly nuts. They have a 1-hour spoil timer. One really interesting thing that I've learned about the spoilage, or the crafting on this plant, and we'll see it here in a minute, is if you use something that's fresh, like this, the output product, its freshness scales based on the freshness of its input ingredients. So for instance, if you use fresh items, you get a fresh product. But if you use nearly expired jelly nuts in a product or in a recipe, its output will also be nearly expired, which I kind of like, so you can't like gamify it where you're, oh, I'm going to wait until it's one possible second and I'm going to essentially refresh the timer to an hour by making, or whatever the timer of its product is, which I kind of like that you can't just do that. So it forces you to have to, oh shit, that guy better not come up to me. I almost walked into him. We're a little bit close to them, but that's fine. So it makes it so you can't just get really inefficient designs that just work. You have to actually kind of think of it. Okay, these are what we want. I don't need that many. Okay, so now we have both the Yamka fruit and the other one. So now we need to make nutrients. Nutrients is... So notice, these things are sitting in my inventory. They both have an hour timer. But if we don't use them, they will start to decay. So now we have some new recipes. So for instance, we have this recipe. We have this recipe. We have these recipes, which we're not going to make right now. We have this recipe, which actually we're going to put both of those in. And then I'm going to just put these in passive provider chests. So notice, we can get jelly. So jelly now has a 4-minute timer. So the nut had 60. This only has 4. So notice, it's decaying much, much faster. And so notice, these guys are at 57. These guys are already only at 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And notice how it gets added to the stack. It only adds a couple seconds. So even though... So if I put them over here, so it's going to stack them onto that. Let's just wait for it to produce one. So we can compare. There it goes. Alright, so this one's at 340. This one's at some different time. Now if I stack them on, it goes up. So it kind of averages them a little bit. So that is one thing to note, is there are some issues that could occur there. So you don't necessarily want to turn all of your jelly nuts into jelly right away, because unless you're going to use this jelly, you're just basically cutting your time for freshness way, way, way down. So it's like, you just kind of got to be careful of that. Even nutrients decays. So even though nutrients is getting made from spoilage in this particular case, there are other ways of making nutrients. This will eventually turn back into spoilage. So that's a case where, okay, well now you have to handle this as part of your production chain. You can't just put it in a box and let it sit there indefinitely like you can like on Flagora, where you have just everything being made sitting in boxes. Now we have to figure out, okay, well, this is going to produce an output that we don't really want to have sitting here indefinitely. So you are going to probably either want to go the route of conditional production, where you set up some sort of thing so that, like, enable, disable, that, I don't know, or nutrients is in this long, long list of things here. like, oh, if disable when nutrients is greater than 0 sort of thing, or when nutrients is less than 10. So that way you don't ever have more than 10 sitting in this box. So at most only 10, because fun fact, the entire stack expires. It's not the first one expires and then the timer resets and then the next one. No. The entire stack. This is the entire stack's spoilage timer. So if you have a stack of 50, like these things here, in an hour, this entire stack is going to turn into spoilage. In 34 seconds, all 11 of these are going to turn into spoilage. So that is a case where, okay, maybe you limit how much you have on hand so that way you keep it in stages that don't spoil in the case of spoilage, or have an hour timer so that you have an hour to sit on it. It does mean you have to have more fine-tuned production chains rather than it being, okay, I'm going to have one machine produce 10,000 units. It's going to sit in a box, and then as I need it, it will use more, but then it will refill that buffer because I'm not ever using enough, sort of thing. Or there's a time element. But on Gleba, you really are going to want to manage your time very, very well with those things. And, it only gets better, and by better I mean it only gets worse. Definitely share your guys' thoughts down below on some of these things, some of the designs and stuff. It does appear that we are just about out of time, however, so I think this is where we're going to call it for today. We got a little bit done. We got ourselves starting to set up a reactor, which I still don't know where I got this blueprint from, to be honest, by the way. That blueprint came from this thing, a playbook. I don't see whose it is, because I know usually, like, for instance, I have one from Nihilus, which here, it says who it is, but, like, I don't know whose playbook this is that I got. Like, most of these ones down here, like, this one I built, this one I built, this one I think I built, this one I did not build. So I have no idea whose this is. Like, I wish there was a, like, an attribute. I can't use the word. Who to attribute this book to down here, or something, or even in the description. I don't know whose this is. It's somebody's who must have done something. I don't know when I got this book, but yeah. So like this one, this I didn't design, but again, there's no hey, this is who made it. So I have no idea who to give credit for that one. That I designed myself and then did this change to it. This one, again, it says what it is, but it doesn't. Well, there it is. It says who made it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you guys did, you guys know what to do. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, tips, tricks, or anything else, or you just want to say hi, leave that down below in the comment section. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one, and peace out. Okay, so now it's kind of like after credits sort of thing. If you're still watching, thanks. The last little message I have is this might be the only episode of this series for probably 3 weeks. We'll see. I'm gonna try to get some more of these recorded tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can get 2 more of these recorded, so that way there's one this week, which this is going to come out tomorrow. Well, see, now I'm... this is hard, because, like, your guys' tomorrow is not my tomorrow, but my tomorrow is also not... Anyway, more episodes of this series are hopefully going to get recorded this week, so that way I can have some to release while I'm not able to record. Which hopefully happens. Hopefully I'm able to get probably I'm hoping 2 or 3 more of this recorded. Satisfactory for anybody who is watching both series or is curious about that at all. That is probably not going to get recorded for 3 weeks. I'll probably record 1 more episode for this week, maybe 2. And then the 100% achievement run, that is gonna probably have about 4 or 5 episodes recorded, and then I'll just kind of batch release those as we go. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, all that fun stuff that I previously mentioned. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.